What up? Welcome back to another episode of Inword News. It's your boy Dre. There's not really a script for this week. I was trying to write one, and then I realized it was basically the same stories: mass shootings, police shootings, and the anti-Asian hate bill. And you can see it right there. There's nothing in here because it's happened so frequently. I can freestyle. Same shit since the 50s. Same shit since the 40s. Same shit since the 1800s. It's what more can we say? The lieutenant that got pepper sprayed in the face back in December. That wasn't a shooting, but you saw how he reacted. He got sprayed in the face and he was still too scared to really wipe it out of his eyes. So then people question why, folks like Dante Wright, oh, he tried to run. That's why the cop shot him. Oh, she thought it was a taser. No. The 17-year-old kid that got shot in the high school. Now, it comes out that supposedly the mother called because he supposedly was hitting on his girlfriend, not excusing that. But for officers to go into a high school and shoot a kid in the bathroom, whether this kid was putting his hands on that girl or not, that's for the judge to decide what to do with them. You murdered a kid in a high school while he was in class. He was in the bathroom, and then it came out that they said this kid shot one of the cops. Well, really, apparently the cop shot himself. Or maybe his partner shot him. The fact that lie had to come out. Like, it's exhausting to talk about. It's exhausting to exist. It's exhausting to explain to your white coworkers, your white peers, your white neighbors, your white random person that just decided to argue with you on this topic for whatever reason. It's exhausting to explain how black people naturally have a fight or flight response when they see cops. And it's exhausting to know that both your fight or flight response will result in you dying. Everybody has had a moment of damned if I do, damned if I don't. But it is literally life with us. We will die every time. And then after we die, after we are murdered unjustly, after our life has been taken from our body, instead of prayers and reform and conversations about how we can stop this from happening, our family now has to deal with our names being slandered across the news nationally. Because we may have smoked a joint back in the day. We may have robbed a convenience store. We may have gotten to a couple fights in school. Imagine that. Imagine losing your loved one, and when you turn on the news to hear the story, it's about how your loved one was a piece of shit and deserved to die. All because the people that are literally sworn to serve and protect is the one taking us out. Minutes after Derek Chauvin was found guilty on 3 counts, a girl who was the one to call the cops for help was murdered because they said, she had a weapon. She was defending herself from the very people that she called you to come and protect her from. And instead of people saying, damn, this cop shot a girl 4 times in the back, everybody's saying, well, she had a knife. You can watch just about any video and see people walk away with way more than a knife. And I don't have to get into those because we know them. We've had this conversation so much. It's to the point that there's no point in going into specifics because you can Google police shootings right now and you'll probably get way more results than I thought happened. I'm recording this at 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning. By the time you see it at 6 p.m. Monday, who knows how many other shootings have happened? Who knows? And that goes into the next story, the mass shootings. The world opened up for a day. And last week, what? We had like damn near a new one every day. FedEx, San Diego. There was another one that happened. I can't keep up with them. And unless these people kill themselves, they get taken in with their life and health intact. And guess what? After these people murder multiple, anywhere from 5 to 50, after these people murder these folks, what do you see on the news? Troubled past, youth pastor, all this other crazy shit that doesn't matter because they just murdered somebody. You will humanize the demon and demonize the human. And like I said, it's to the point that I don't have to put in a script. This is stuff I know because I see it. The last kid that shot off the FedEx building, it came out that apparently his mother called the FBI last year on him. Nothing happened. Do you know how bad you have to be for your mother to call the FBI? I could murder somebody right now. My mama would give me an alibi. She wouldn't call the FBI. This kid, his mom called the FBI because of something he may have been planning. You gotta be real low down and dirty for your mom to turn you in, and nothing happened to him. The anti-Asian hate bill. You saw how quickly that got passed. The last lynching law got passed in like 2015. To lynch, it was legal to lynch people. I can't remember what state it was, but it was legal to lynch somebody in that state until 2015. But the anti-Asian bill, we're glad, we are happy that, Asians are being protected. We are happy that people are being looked out for. We are happy that laws are being put in place to protect people. But it's crazy how openly murdered Black people can be and still somehow not get these same courtesies. And it's crazy to call civil rights a courtesy. Because we're not asking for special treatment. We're asking to be treated like humans. And that's enough on that. Lil Yachty released like 20 new songs on YouTube. I don't know if it was like a full album, but he dropped audio versions and video versions for like a bunch of songs. He has them with a bunch of various artists such as Sway Lee, Sada Baby, T Grizzly, and like a couple other people that I'll be listening to music like that. I don't know these people's names. I picked the biggest names and also the names I knew. This is coming off of, I guess Yachty did some interviews saying he pays $52,000 a month in bills. Brother, you better start dropping music. That's a big ticket. I think he better be, does he get paid for streaming on Twitch? He need to. That brother got some bills. That's too much. Way too much.
What's good, everybody? It's your favorite rent and relative, Uncle Fred, and we are back with another segment of Inword Sports. Let's go. Now, listen, guys. I've been seeing a lot of people going to Twitter and Instagram and saying that these other coaches are jealous or hating on Deion. Now, listen, I would like to say that you guys are the furthest from the truth. Now, there have been instances where it sounds like, coaches have sounded off to seem as though they don't like Deion, but truth be told, it's the media who they're opposing against. Now, for instance, we could talk about the SWAC championship, which has recently been agreed upon. The team with the best overall record gets to host conference. Well, now, with the media deals that Jackson State has, everybody's moving all their games to Jackson State. When truth be told, man, Jackson State, 4-8 program. If Deion's here to really highlight HBCUs, then games shouldn't be moved from Southern to Jackson State. They should be played at Southern because Southern is one of the more dominant programs in the SWAC. You shouldn't move a SWAC championship game from an Alabama A&M or a UAPB because you just believe that Jackson State is a better draw. No, if we're here to highlight HBCUs, highlight all of these HBCUs. We should be talking about how great Alabama A&M looks right now, and really questioning why the SWAC is not playing in the FCS tournament. But that's neither here nor there. But that's what we should be talking about. We shouldn't be talking about Deion running down the sideline, because if you go look up everything about Jackson State, it's Deion and Jackson State, Deion and Jackson State, Deion and Jackson State. When is it just going to be Jackson State, led by Deion Sanders? I'm just saying, man. These coaches aren't jealous. They just want what they do, man. Just think, Coach Odoms has been to what, four conference championship games, won a conference championship, and you move his game from his backyard and he has to go obliterate Deion on his campus on national television. That's no. I mean, great work by Southern for showing how great they are, but come on, man. These coaches want their due. That's all they're saying. Nobody's hating. In fact, they love the fact that Deion's in the conference, but come on, let's be real. A first-year head coach of a 4-8 program is getting more shine than an undefeated Alabama A&M right now, than an undefeated UAPB right now. Come on. Let's talk about those programs. They got great quarterbacks, solid receivers. It's going to be an explosive championship game on Saturday. Man, can't work. Now, for these listed candidates, these two main candidates that we're about to focus in on. One, Coach Maynard out of Alabama A&M, who's actually about to play for the SWAC championship, who I can honestly say I see why he would go for the position. And truth be told, man, when the way he's able to develop athletes down there at Alabama A&M, draw in 4-star recruits, get guys like Akil Glass and Ibrahim into the program, I would not be shocked to see him be successful at Southern University. I mean, given the pipeline would then expand, man. He can get into Texas really big. He can really get into the boot, like really dig into it. He can get down into Mississippi, and he possibly can still get out to Florida. I mean, so it's still an amazing thing that what he could do at Southern. But here's the question: can he win at Southern and hold that winning tradition that those guys have there? Because, 4 SWAC championships in the past. So they got one SWAC championship, and then they've appeared in 4 SWAC championships. Of course, they're taking on Alcorn State, and I'm not trying to toot our horn or anything, but Southern actually plays a value game, even though they fall short. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Coach Maynard would do at Southern. Now, then we got to talk about right up the street, Coach Mickey Joseph, the wide receiver coach out of LSU. And we're talking about somebody who's been sitting under the tutelage of Ed Orgeron, somebody who's developed guys like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. So, and that's just a short list right there. We're not even going to, I'm not going to dive into the list, but that would be something scary to see that what he would bring to develop not only athletes, the support system that he would be able to bring in. As a Brave, I'm very brave about, I'm Alcorn strong, but that'd be even bigger news. The biggest news all week, Dawson Odom's leaving Southern and taking his talents to Norfolk State University. Yes, another HBCU. So jumping from one HBCU to the next. And here's why I love this move for Dawson Odoms, and I support this move. Because one, he finally gets the quarterback. He gets the guy. He's getting Juwan Carter, the best quarterback in the conference, if you ask me, coming in to the fall season. I like what he has. There's no end cap, but you're keeping him on the schedule. I like that. Now, all you have to worry about is knocking off NC Central, handling South Carolina State, and boom. Now you're talking about in the playoff. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I love the idea of Dawson Odoms going into the playoff. So I support this idea. I like it. Now, we do have to address the big opening in the SWAC, and that's filling the spot of who's going to be coaching Southern. This is a team that historically wins. They make it to the SWAC championship. They take on Alcorn State. That's what these guys are known for. They're known for big wins in the Bayou City Classic, as you just saw this weekend, 49-7. I mean, it's amazing. So I am definitely stoked. And that's going to conclude another segment of Inword Sports. I am your host, Uncle Fred. Hey, man, tap in on Wednesday. We're moving it now to no longer SWAC in the mornings. We are SWAC at noon. Yes, guys. Hey, Uncle Fred love the kids, man. And I love U.S. history. I like teaching this class. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Might be something into it. But holla at your boy. Hey, man, see you on Wednesday on Clubhouse. Noontime. SWAC at noon. Let's go.
And now on to the YALL Hiring segment. Like I said, if you are a black business or you are looking for a position to be filled, if you have any type of job, or if you need somebody to do a service for you, hit me up so I can, basically place an ad in the YALL Hiring segment. Men Wear Aprons 2 is a chef and foodie. His brand is built on the message that men can cook as well. So, breaking gender norms. He even sells shirts, so you can buy those so he can continue to afford to cook. Also order food from him. I saw some of his food. Looks good. Check him out. Another chef, Rob Walks, is obviously another chef that enjoys cooking. I don't know why I wrote that. He came across my radar when somebody was talking about his oxtail stuffed plantains, whatever. He put the oxtail inside of it. I need to try it. He's based out of New York, so if you're in New York, go out there, try it, tell me how it is. Because if you like Caribbean food, like I like Caribbean food, that's what you need. The Better Buggy is a black-owned delivery service for black-owned farms in Atlanta. They sell all kinds of vegetables and whatnot. They even ship worldwide. Apparently there's farms in Atlanta. Like, I knew there are black farmers, but I didn't realize we had any in Atlanta. So they got like really fresh looking vegetables. I hope they have fruit, because the fruit selection around here has been butt cheeks, and I want some good grapes. It's springtime. I need my grapes. Incomplete Apparel is a clothing line out of Columbus, Georgia. He has dope designs for almost every part of your outfit. Shirt, shorts, sweaters, socks, and even slides. He has hats too. Remember, your fit will never be complete without incomplete. You can use that. I don't mind. Yeah, man, he's a Columbus native. I've met him a couple times. Tori, good dude. He's been at this for a couple years now. I remember when he first started out. But yeah, man, he's got like a lot of dope stuff now. He even got hoodies and a lot of other stuff because the weather's getting crazy and we don't know what the temperature's gonna look like. Yeah, man, check out these businesses. Hit me up if you got a business you want promoted. And we'll see you guys next week, Monday at 6, right here on YouTube. Bye.